during COVID, it just went down again and they didn't have good answers, no customer service. I'm like, I'm done. And I don't want to be unhappy with my EMR anymore because I see these clients with PCC and they're just strangely happy. It's like a club. I don't get it. It's just funny. So I called Chip. I said, Chip, we're leaving the clinical work. It's going to be you or another pediatric specific EMR. So sell me on PCC. Tell me what you think. And then I visited a couple practices with it. And I'm like, okay, this is good. We're going to do it. So we switched over in 2021 and I would never look back. But financially, of course, you get what you pay for, but I like customer service. And also going back to the patient experience, their patient portal, I don't know how eClinicalWorks has improved. Maybe it's better than it was 3 years ago, but no, it hasn't. Okay. But the patient portal was really something that we wanted to focus on because we liked the one login and password for the whole family. Parents found it very hard for ECW that each of their children had a different login and password. They couldn't get it right. We always get messages. Parents don't think it's a big deal sending a message about one child to another child's chart. For us, it's a really big deal because it's in the wrong chart. Like you don't have that information anymore in the kid chart. So you have to do copying and pasting. We didn't like that. And also we didn't like, you couldn't send forms back and forth. And we fill out thousands of school forms every year. It's just so camp form school forms and not having the ability to send them back and forth was just unnecessarily hard. And so with the portal, PCP lets us do that. And I like the dashboard. I like the quality measures I'm looking at. And it's important to know where you are with other practices. But yeah, I think we're with PCC for the long haul.
Yeah. PCC's like independent practice.
Yeah. Yeah.
They
No, I like their
they
messaging.
adjust, they adapt, they listen. I've known Chip Hart when he was a little baby salesman. 96, he sold the product to my office. I came in as a young guy. And they said, you're a young guy, your computers, go find us a practice management product. So I think it was Lycos back then, search engine. PCC popped up and Chip Hart sent me this big box with a little laptop in it. And I called him up and demoed the product with him. It was a god awful monochrome color, but that's how it was back then because it was efficient. It wasn't Windows based, it was Linux based or Unix based. And the rest is history for PCC.
Yeah, I think the relationship is where it's like, if you have a problem or concern, you can call them and maybe they can't fix it because it's an issue that they're working on, but they'll talk to you. You feel like you're talking to somebody and you know what's going on, and that means a lot.
Yeah, they never blow off. They never blow off and say the other guy's problem.
Oh yeah, so or it's a known glitch will be fixed with a future upgrade, which it doesn't. And I swear, ECW, they would beta test their new version on everybody. It's like the new version hits your office and it just crashes. And
that's how these guys work. They build
something. It's time to move on. Yeah.
They build something and they put it out to everybody and they see what the problems are. And then that's just how tech companies work.
It wasn't very robust.
And were you getting ECW through the children's CIN? Is that?
Eventually, yes. Initially, I had it myself. I had the server in my office. We were independent. The CIN came many years later. And then we did it through them.
Right. And Stephen, what quality measures do you focus on? You already told us one that I think is very important. Why do people leave the practice?
Yeah, but that's more of a subjective. It's hard to quantify that as well. But yes, if people are leaving the practice and you can learn the reason, and it's a reason that is something that you can manage, then it's something to think about. But I do think quality measures are important. I think benchmarking is important. You just know where you stand compared to other practices, because when we operate in silos and everybody thinks they're doing the best job in the world, which they may be for their office, but you may not realize that your neighbor one down the block from you actually has quality measures that are much better than yours. And I've always thought they can do it, then you can do it, what you know. So anyways, the quality measures are important. The things that I focus on the most, and we had a monthly dashboard from PCC. So there's, a few dozen quality measures, but the ones I look at the most are our checkup rate.